What's up guys, Wolf and Wolfclaw here. I would like to just say, if you end up liking my video, hit the like and subscribe button, it helps out a ton. And I would like to say, for all intents and purposes, viewer discretion obviously importantly advised. We're targeting LMN uploads. To give a small recap, this guy has started a lot of shit and now is trying to say in one of his diss tracks that I am a alleged pedophile, despite having absolute zero proof of such alleged statement. And what's even better is today, right after the upload from yesterday, he has targeted a literal 9-year-old. The report got a response from YouTube which was actually instant. Now, I don't know if it did anything, but it's up to public speculation because YouTube moderation is terrible. But yeah, make sure to block this person from your comment section if you're a YouTuber, and make sure to provide many extra safety measures to avoid this guy and completely block him. If he starts with you, report his content immediately. That content will need to be taken down, and start making videos like I am, documenting all the situations. With that said, let's get into it. Viewer discretion advised. Boom. Well, it's day 2. And I've already called for action. Made the call for action. Enemies and victims of MNLH uploads. Stand up and take your seats. It's a common call for revolution. Target the enemy and watch their hope dissolve. Gather all of your evidence out of your files. Publish them publicly to expose his unholy form of action. Then report his content and him for the right reasons, and let the walls crumble like an unstable structure. Let our response be a form of disaster, yet pave the path that shows true control. We would take them head on, or we get nothing. The hate group MNLH Uploads has gone after a lot of people, many victims named, likely more, even more. And here's their current list. But here's a more older upload that was from 19 minutes ago. Alright, I said, hello guys, I'm rallying a bunch of people together to report the content they publish that goes after individuals, and spread the word about this group and accounts associated small hate group channel. This person and their little group goes after people. They say some type of slang or code word, SYBAU, whatever that means, which I can't decrypt the meaning of. Possibly someone else could. I will show more info in pictures. As you can see, if you scroll down on YouTube, on their YouTube channel group, they have their associates, so to speak, but then at the very bottom, they got their victims category, which used to be targets, but after my publishment exposure of the category, it was changed to enemies. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to report any and all of this group's associates and spread word about the group, but also try to get in content with their victims and get more info to expose. Basically, contact their victims and try to get info out of them. I have already reported them, and I have brought some individuals from my circle to do the same. I will not say who helped me, especially for their safety. YouTube has already failed to moderate content like that before, with many other problems I've had on YouTube, and it's up to us to report them until their group and their content is viewed down by force. victim I've documented seems to have had their fair share of drama from that group. Most individuals in their enemies category, aka their victims, were hidden from my channel for my community's protection, yet investigation conducted by our community was obviously underway, and release of the restriction from commenting on our channel is being made. This is not just a call out, this is a awareness. LAN uploads, enemies category, some content from one of the victims. They said, "Stop going at us," and LMN said, and I quote, I'm not the only person I went against recently was Patrick. That's a surprise. And it's because he called my music trash. And my response was pretty vague, yet pretty simple. Trust me, buddy, it is. Basically going after the fact that a music channel he has under his associates was reported to have this exact hate speech content going after people. And that's why I respond to haters with more hate. You can see I tried many times contacting victims one by one, and I went in comments too, so if I couldn't comment, I would just publish a post at mentioning them. Alright, and this is simply it. I said this a while, like 16 hours ago, and obviously this is something important that I point out. Now, this was me responding to the LAN. This is LAN's little channel, likely, and that's mainly it for that. I would like to go to the official playlist for LNL. You know, who cares what his name is? His stupid name brand is stupid. Basically, you got all of this in the description. I'm still gathering info. And you can see I've gathered a hefty, yet toll amount of content regarding him. And the question is, why am I doing this? To expose the idiot. I can give you clear-cut evidence of his disastrous harassment towards many individuals, but what's the point of going after him if one person posting ain't gonna do jack shit? So here's one evidence of him going after me. Now, to be a smartass, obviously I literally requested myself on that one. But yeah, he tried to ask one of his victims, you should stop going against us and go against this channel with AI generated furry content. And obviously you can see a post got blocked when I deleted it because it was all in the videos already. But holy, this entire video proved nothing. Stop acting like your AI is godly. If anything, I'm not gonna waste my time. But yeah, you can see I've actively went against this guy and told him to stop his shit. But he doesn't have much YouTube shorts. And this guy right here is likely a child. Big likelihood this guy is a child, honestly. Now, obviously, this is his LMN members. His LMN members again, his allies, and his enemies. Well, enemies more like victims, but you see my point here. Make sure to be aware of that user and don't get too caught up with responding to them. Just report them instantly, block them, and call them out. That's simple. If you want to stay out of the situation, you hide them from channel. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to my channel's doings because my channel has a lot of content to upload for Christmas. So you'll be seeing that on Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, we might as well hit the climax of disgust in my life. So if we click here, you can see they mentioned me and many others. And hold on. Post that into the comments so it make sure it gets to him. And bro basically just mentioned a bunch of people, most of his victims actually. And like, bro, you're not cool, man. You're just not cool. As you know, there's a lot of posts regarding him, and one of his enemies, he calls them right now. Like, honestly, get ready for this. Stop going at us, the person said. And they said, I'm not the only person, blah, 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 blah. And I said, trust me, buddy, it is. And he said, you use AI, you couldn't even beat this Patrick person. And I said, you have. And then someone said, the same person said, still better than your behavior. Actually, yeah, I'd say we're both being petty at this point, but it's besides the point. I mean, dude, look at this. Bro actually trying to make a vote on who he should go after. As you know, most of the content regarding him was already published to my channel. You can check all those out to see the more full story. Here is his little members, or should I say gang of idiots talking junk, his allies backing him up. Now, I have suspicion this channel is linked to him and he owns that channel. I have a suspicion that most of these are probably just him. But enemies, this person has recently stated that they don't see themselves as a victim. Yet, I'm not sure about these other guys. Because if we go and click comment community, they said, and I quote, I wouldn't consider myself a victim. Yet, dare I mention, I can name a few things right now as we speak that I've already posted. Not only I've called him out directly by pointing out the post, I even pointed out the same hate group that I have noticed, basically calling out their flaws real quick. The music channel having a consistency of one image each song video, despite the fact that you could easily edit it to be different or just make something new. This person said that they don't use AI. No, these people are saying they're not into the AI BS. Like, I'm half tempted to believe like half of these channels are the same person, but I can't tell.
I'm so sad because Steak stole my strawberry elephant.
I mean, look, I called this guy out. I really did call this guy out. I said, you guys criticize me for using AI. Nah, bro, folded and used AI. Your whole team criticized me for multiple reasons, and now you're using the same thing your group's main channel posted a comment about. Call out. Basically calling guy out. Now, obviously you can see I really did call this guy out. Now, this is the comment section you saw before. And I stated this.
Here's a sign that you are a powerful person. People have to gang up on you. When your battles are you versus a group of people, that means you are the more powerful one. They had to put together a team, summon the League of Haters, do an entire hiring process just to take you on. And it's even better when you're still standing in the end.
I dare mention, I published that in the literal post to make it very clear exactly what I would say in this situation. And I pointed out the victims, which was stated that they don't see themselves as a victim, which that's okay. If they don't, they're still in the enemies category nonetheless. I would like to mention that there is some publishment regarding this situation. I believe not everything was taken. Okay. There we go. Now I should see everything. YouTube has this thing where they hide stuff from me. Basically, here's this. Don't worry if they start with you. I basically explained what they should do. This guy replied back that he dreamt of bad stuff and that the guy needs support because he can't on his own, and the guy is scared, and talked to him in the comments of basically the guy is so scared of other people that they need support from their whole group just to do this. So this guy basically called out the group leader's weakness. Now dare mention, they said, BTW, I'm actually older than Monkey shortly, and the group makes fetishes of them R-word kids, and not only that, but they told Double Scorpion, I guess his name is, he R's babies. That's disgusting. Like this goes to show that the victims are being targeted, whether small or big ways, and in the end, not even a YouTube report may stop this guy easily. But we all need to band together and call this guy out. We need to upload data, evidence. We need to reach the medias all over. Tap in. Boom, post it there, post it there. If we post about this guy and his bad activities, not only we are calling the guy out, but we are ensuring that everyone hates the guy. Whoever is behind this also has this. And I can't access Discord. Reason for that is I don't have an account. It's going to send me to an invite, and this is their little Discord server. I can't join because I don't have Discord. Now, what I'm going to do to handle these idiots of a hate group is I'm going to go to mentions, and I did this to their little music and their Rich Bacon accounts. I block uploads. And by doing that, I can't get his notifications anymore for his bullshit. Now, he can still mention me, but here's the thing. I'm gonna have something created to call him out. I'm directly going to make a thing to call this guy out. And by doing that, it will help a lot. But soon, I'll figure something out so I can monitor him closely. Alright, here we go the fuck again. Channel. Alright, let's go to LNN uploads. They said, and I quote, half of the images shown were spreading misinformation. I could literally debunk all of these comments. Well, if you can debunk all of these comments, then so be it. I could care less because I just made a post regarding you and made a quick statement. Now, before we get to that exact statement, I would like to point out one single thing. Alright. I have enough evidence to back my case up and everyone else's cases up. Look. M&L uploads hate group video compilation. All the other videos were deleted, and it was left as a compilation video of all the videos. I can even point out that, yes, I said it myself, this compilation video is so I don't have to have all the individual videos, and I deleted the individual videos. Now, obviously, there's more videos after the fact, yet he is talking about exposing LMN Uploads YT hate group. Now, if we go here, this is me regarding his post. LMN uploads half of the images, etc. What he said. Now, I said this. LMN Uploads has just responded to a recent video, and this is what he has to say, as you can see from the image clipped at the bottom of this post. My response. At LMN Uploads, exactly why I said and made it clear that we're going to leave it as alleged until evidence can be brought. Yet, just because you can rightfully and truthfully claim innocence and deny these claims with straight facts doesn't mean you're off the hook. Yes, accurately enough, you can debunk their claims, but it doesn't obviously dispute the fact that you have own a hate group intentionally between you and your buddies. You have already caused a lot of drama. This person has just made a 3-minute diss track video going after multiple individuals. This person made multiple diss tracks targeting me, thinking they're tough. Dare mention Rich Bacon. This person right here quite literally made posts just like you and the others. The only difference, they deleted their posts. Only to watch the cookie crumble even more than we need to. You broke YouTube's community guidelines and adjacent policies that exist exclusively on my channel. And if I'm going to be straightforward, your take is genuinely more irrelevant than mine, in my opinion. I mean, hell, the only thing you could have done to avoid this was not be rude and disrespectful and just go to your more menu and hit don't recommend channel. Instead, you explicitly start drama. I never tried to start drama. I fire back at drama creators with drama, then end the drama. Hell, there's a likely chance that this will stay up on YouTube and I won't decide to private or delete it. Yet once you start taking your content down, not only going after me but other victims, then we can work on a deal for non-publicization. But even that seems close to out of the table with your actions. You and your allies' actions deserve your channels instantly banned from YouTube. Dare point that out clearly. And where I'm getting at is, while yes, they may have power to debunk any of these external sources' claims, and they may try to debunk my source claim, it won't be easy, because even if you come over and debunk the claims, you also got to split to the fact that this channel, LMN, is going after people, and the affiliates are also doing the same. I mean, watch the video for yourself. It speaks for itself, but I mean, hell, it goes to show how bad YouTube is getting. If you have to report in many ways to get things done, it's saddening. Hell, I even used AI. And I said, gentlemen, I had the biggest one-off genius IQ play moment of the century. So as you know, I've been getting targeted by a YouTube channel called LMN Uploads, along with other individuals being in this mix. Well, obviously someone who doesn't want to deal with it won't want to sit through the whole video and make a detailed report. Here's how I did it without actually watching the video. I had tested this, and it strictly follows the character limit you assign. Yet AI can have false positives, so error is expected. This method is only experimental. It's an anti-harassment help trick experiment. Any content with mention of me with hateful, discriminative harassment, I was able to tap the share and copy URL buttons. With the URL for the content in my grass, I shared it to a large language model, Gemini. Using video transcripts, we were able to not only avoid actually watching a video, but we were able to successfully make detailed reports to send to YouTube. So detailed, in fact, is perfect. We could use this, for example, the video, the report system ideal, how I reported it under what, and boom. That's simple. If someone is actually resorting to using AI for enhanced, better explanation of the situation and making experimental actions to get it to work, that goes to show there's not just commitment, but there's problems that need to genuinely be addressed. Why do I delete my posts and videos? Well, the more videos I have, the more I can make a compilation. Once I make a compilation of those videos, I can delete the other videos because they're basically worthless. And why I delete the posts is because the posts obviously are mentioned in the videos that are put into that one big video. So it's like, this may also get deleted in the future if I don't decide to keep it, but you can kind of see where this is going. A hate group just targeted my channel, and they are already under fire from a lot of people because not only I stood up for myself, but I'm standing up for everyone else in their enemies section and basically raising a bunch of hell, which got him to the point where he has to respond and try to act like the victim. There's no victim card here that you can use, LMN. Let me point out the fact. I mean, hell, you still have this up. You have intentionally, like at mentioned, many of your victims and your disciples, and it's like, dude, look at this. I mean, yeah, it's funny of a joke that I actually responded by voting myself, but it still doesn't point out the fact that this is still up with problems. It goes to show the disgusting behavior you make will backfire on you in the end. I am not just calling you out. I am making you look like the real bad guy because you are. See, truth hurts in ways that many people wouldn't want to admit. When they know they're wrong, they don't want to admit it. Sometimes they even go into denial. And you're in denial, I can tell. I can tell you're likely in denial even if you don't want to hear it. You're in denial and you don't want to own up for your actions. My suggestion, and my clear, honest suggestion, delete your posts. Have your allies delete all of the stuff targeting victims. Disband your hate group and go into hiding for a while. And never harass, torment, discriminate, or go after individuals again. You have a bad opinion of something, you don't need to watch it. You have a bad opinion of something, you don't need to waste your time. Just hit don't recommend the channel. You explicitly are the main problem. And that's why, naturally, I'm gonna cure the problem myself. What's up, guys? Wolf and Wolfclaw here, and I'm gonna be pointing out something right here. Let's check this out. This person, one of the victims of LMN, said, "Me and Monkey aren't beefing no more. BTW, we squashed it last night. I still don't like him and have him blocked, but please take these videos down. You are those types of Karens who complains about everything, so please move on." Sorry, but I can't just move on from this, and many others won't likely easily move on. And even if they do, I won't, because this is a problem that will be squashed for sure. I have just made a official response post that is going to be staying a lot longer because of its circumstance. And I said, and I quote, "I will not be removing the videos calling out LAM uploads, the hate group I am dealing with. In fact, the stuff he does is not okay. Nonetheless, considerably, this is a good deal. I'll be considering privatization of content regarding the hate group. It cannot be deleted due to the fact that YouTube may need this info. It is not the just a public response, but evidence that is not naturally saved/kept through photos, files, drive. For privatization of said content, there is in fact certain circumstances that need to be met before privatization of response/evidence content. Removal circumstances. Number 1, removal of their content. Him and his members and or allies, or however they associate as such, have to delete all content going after their victims, in which victim list myself as included. Number 2, apology notice. They need to mention every one of their victims and all individually say they are sorry for their actions and admit what exact actions were wrong. Number 3, hate group disbandment. This group cannot and promise that they will not operate on YouTube no longer as a hate group, and is to promptly cease all operations of any and all potential guideline violation and legal violation actions. This includes any/all branches of my community, or a wolf. Number 4, right to appeal. LMN members, allies, and adjacent associates, including owner, have the right to appeal their block from my channel comments section by contacting my community's business email. However, for clarity, negativity will instantly get them hidden from channel. No questions asked, just instant. 5, page restructuring. Request for removal. We are requesting not only as stated the content itself, but we are additionally requesting removal of all of the hate group's structure environment. Does not mean rebrand. This simply means everything like enemies section, hate associated playlist, and anything that may be offensive or represent the hate group incidents that occurred. 6, acknowledgement. By accepting this offer, such individuals acknowledge all circumstances stated from 1 to 6. Any and all failure to acknowledge and respect these circumstances we're just lead to being rehidden from the channel if unhidden. Impossible republishment or resurface of content means I'm just going to end up republishing or resurfacing the content and rehiding them from channel if they fail to acknowledge it after the deal is made. Notes to any viewers: this is me conducting business and putting clear expectations. Hate groups like this don't belong on YouTube, yet sacrifices should always never be in vain. if they want removal of hate group callouts of LMN, they need to be reasonable and accept their actions. All actions have consequences. So basically, what I'm doing here is to simplify. I am not tolerating any or all of their BS, and I'm going to make it clear that I want them removed from YouTube. I want their whole operation removed. And I will not remove my content, and I will definitely not consider any removals until leniency is brought to the table. If we can't work together, there will be no leniency, and it will stay the way it is. No questions asked, no appeal. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't usually be nice to people. I'm actually feeling nice today, despite yesterday was a bit different. But still, this shows a lot of maturity compared to these individuals. So, if you want removal, you need to see these circumstances for what it is. I'm going to check element uploads to see what they're talking about this. They still have not made a new post regarding such, other than the fact that they made a post that I already mentioned. Basically, this is one of them. This is what I mean by structure components. Anything that breaks rules and guidelines. Now, I can't tell if this is any hateful, but I'll assume it likely is. Alright, let's check this out. Most of this content is random as hell, so I don't know what it is. Alright, let me tell you, LMN members list, and allies can perfectly stay. It's enemies that needs to be removed. Failure to remove enemies will be a problem. Also, posts. All posts, which is going to count as content, will need to be removed that are representing the hate group's intended actions. This means all associates, well, this guy deleted his posts already, but anything else this guy has that is for the hate group's worth needs to be deleted immediately. And this also means this bullcrap, this right here. So, they said, so if Atwolfencraft isn't invincible, that means he can't be beaten. What the hell? He can be beaten. No one really cares about that. That's not really hateful, but it would mean they would likely have to delete that too. See, some things actually do need to be hateably deleted. This includes, and is definitely not short of, all this hate content, whether it's likable or not. I hope that makes it a lot more clear where we're going to stand at this and where we're going to sit. Because if they can't accept their actions having consequences, and if anyone can't realize why I'm publishing all this content about them, I am trying to remove them from YouTube. And if they want my content regarding them removed, they need to willingly and considerably take down all their content and go offline. They need to simply go offline. Their whole hate group, it needs to shut down. With that said, I hope that makes it very clear. What's up, guys? Wolf and Wolfclaw here. If you see LMN uploads, report and block them if they give you any problems in the future. Also, let's point out their facts. They made a new diss track, apparently. Let's listen.
Alright, I'm gonna talk about this pedophile going my comments on act like I'm in denial. You make AI content for kids, you also make inappropriate content that we need to get rid. Lazy, dumb, and creepy too. Femboy person, I see that's you. Thousands of subs still nobody watch your videos. More a monkey than me, the real animal shows. Making seasons of the whole beef, okay. Think you wouldn't respond? No way. Heart freeze gone just like your brain cells. All this house content is gonna make you go to hell. I don't know my friends before they even got to begin. You didn't get the win, put your hate back in. Your AI content wouldn't even bite back, because good content is what you actually lack. Cook you with one diss track, you got ran over just like if you weren't on train track. Make 100 videos of one hate comment, ego's big as a comment. Became a furry, that's why your dad left. Making inappropriate content for kids had to be some regrets. I'm being a hater hard day in your career, now I'm just here to make it disappear. Don't even drop those videos on Christmas, because this pedophile is more than on the wish list. Let me rip you off this, like my own enemies, you had a blacklist. AI profile, he's a mobile, he ain't versatile. Let me give you a memory you can think about for a while. Hit on my big class too. Oh wait, that's myself, you couldn't beat me, dude. Hey, slop that shouldn't be renewed. Let me expose you for the stupid stuff you do. Part 1, part 2, part 4, part 5. How about we skip to the part where you aren't actually alive? Damn content, keep coughing, laughing under coughing. I've been locking. Your body got dropped, stop talking.
I anticipated that. That last part, I honestly wildly anticipated that. Alright, let's go down the list of this new diss track. Defamation of character right off the bat. Trying to make false statements of me being a pedophile. Let's go. Okay, we got hate, harassment, bullying, and torment right off the bat for simple purpose of coming after me for being an AI artist. You're also encouraging bullying by asking other people to go after me. So that's another thing to add to our hellish list. Oh! Discrimination? Oh yeah, you're right. If you are literally coming after me for the way I dress, or any of the stuff that is for discriminatory, like seen as discriminative, you are going against the Anti-Discriminations Act, and that is illegal in a way. So, boom. Weak. Absolutely weak. Alright, I'm gonna be honest here. The EQ, absolutely terrible. Like, you made the background sound that already sounded good terrible with your ugly, disgusting voice. It sounds like nails on a chalkboard, and no matter how many times I rip my ears out its sockets, these little suckers grow right back under. Anyways, this guy also had posted his content in many other forms. Someone, or him, has posted under Lyrical Boy more of those same disses, etc. Now, to make some ironistic pleasure of this whole situation, if we go to his designated playlist, yep, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and this is part 5, so guess what? Welcome to the Predictions Club. Anyways, in this video right here, if you want, you can watch it on your own time, but basically, I called out what he has been doing at the start, then I pointed out all the alleged comments regarding the situation that people were posting about him, and I made sure to point out that it was possibly alleged because I couldn't tell for sure if it was real or not, and there was a lot of mixed problems going on. Now, this compilation video is the 5 videos or the 7 videos from before. And I would like to point out that I have done extensive work to handle such a disgusting individual, and actually, we can go down that rabbit hole right now by going straight to my email, my business email actually. You can see I got YouTube November 13th, 11 reports. Today in the morning at 3 a.m., surprisingly enough, 7 reports. And if we continue, we got help communities. I've already contacted help communities about this guy and made a very long post pointing out how the system has failed miserably, and it really did fail, but basically I summed it up pretty well. Went down the list of more things I needed to point out. and gave the exact description link to that exact video we just listened to and his profile. So yeah, Help Communities is going to love seeing that. Anyways, I also, for a secondary, came into the comment section and I did a special little thing like held for review. Anyone who says something that is against the rules of the community instantly gets it under held for review. I mean, I can show you. I can really do show you. Blocked words list is literally where I put all those words. And would I dare mention, regarding the comment section, channel guidelines. Please follow W. Wolfright policies. If you're under 18 plus content, don't interact. Don't like this. Hit don't recommend this channel. Now, this was never always there because YouTube refused to give up such a feature to me until now. Yet, I have made a post calling out the fact, and we're going to look at it right now as we speak. I said all of this stuff, but what is important is I point out how the older version of doing it is going to my channel, going to the channel's about section, going to the link, so when you scroll down, going to my Linktree link, scrolling down on the Linktree, and going straight to the policy document. It's not that hard and very transparent, but with this new feature, I was able to update the policy document. Yep, that's right. And that means no one can really claim ignorance, even though it was already very clear. And guess what? You talked about my Christmas special. Thank you for the free advertisement, LMN Uploads. Thank you for negatively advertising. At this point, you're my biggest fan because every time you mention me, I'm just gonna get more people to my channel. Anyways, I got all of this content. And get ready. You want to hear a funny joke? Oh wait, I'm looking at one. It's LMN Uploads. Let's continue on the actual joke though. This video right here, the same one you commented on, is a video clipped from a full gameplay. Now, I would like to point out what was in the description. I point out, warning, this video is supposed to explicitly have crude humor and inappropriate referencing to LGBTQ 18 plus sexual behavior. My words are a little wild, so if you're watching this, viewer discretion advised. Would like to only point out there's no sexual activity, just references from dark humor. May I point that out very, very clearly? Very clearly. But yeah, basically that was already there when he commented, so I know that if he didn't check the description, he's the idiot. And if he didn't check the comments and follow the guidelines, look at the guidelines, and he just hit continue, that means he's the idiot here. And actually, I can back this up even more. You guys can't see what's going on in my room, but I can tell you I am currently on the PS4 Welcome Back to PS4 screen. And my wireless controller is ready to hook up to my account. And you know what I'm going to do on YouTube? I'm going to be posting more content for Christmas, which will also be put in the upload queue for all of my loyal friends, fans, loved ones, inner circle, etc. You're all here. He's over there. Fuck him. We don't need him. Anyways, if you end up enjoying my video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit post notifications. This is calling out LMN Uploads for his illegal activity and his activity that breaks YouTube community guidelines. And I would like to mention, buddy boy, get a life, go outside, touch grass, stop thinking you're a rapper. I mean, no offense to any rappers here, who are probably watching this, but I think I'd rather let AI take my place in my own industry of being a YouTuber. I would love to let AI take over. You know why? Because you got people like you, people who are trying to be all that. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I cannot comprehend how that was so out of tune. Like, I'm gonna be honest, critically honest. The beat was good. I admit, W beat. The beat was W. But the voice, oh my god, just hand the mic to your friend already. Fucking shit. It was embarrassing to watch, because I know that this is likely your real voice. Your real voice. And what's even funnier is I got a Christmas special, yes, and I'm also thinking of doing an end of the year video to mark the end of the year. And you know what? LMN, dude, stop trying. You're not cool, you're not awesome. You literally were called out on many things that is still somewhat alleged, yet the point is simple. Here's my low blow. You can kiss my goddamn YouTube account goodbye, because guess what? The more you comment and the more you harass, the more reports I put into YouTube. The more reports I put into YouTube, the most likely you're gonna get banned from YouTube. And if you get banned, you're gonna have to make a new account. And until you can make a new account, you're stuck not being able to hate on my channel. So kiss my account goodbye, because you might not be here long enough for it. Anyways, with that said, chat, be careful of LMN uploads, or however the bro says his little name. With that said, peace out. Welp, we are at it again, boys. Yep, that's right. LMN. Let's go to their little channel. What's up, guys? Wolf and So this guy posted this video. Check this out.
This is my time. I'm doing it tonight. Drowning in the down the pool of love. This is my time. I'm doing it tonight. Drowning in the down the pool of love.
Had to exterminate this freaking 9-year-old, trying to make this a zombie while you're super cold, saying I'm a rapist, but you're also a racist. All these lies you've been painting. Have you felt the realization? Lies feed your chop. Shut your fucking mouth. Go against me, but you literally have no crowd. Clutches all these liars and pedophile protectors and all these deniers. This song is just a mental asylum wannabe. Had to go against me, so I wrecked his economy. See, cock, you're not in stock. 5 minutes screaming on your song. No wonder hell is where you belong. You had to protect pedophiles to go against me. Out. Your own brain is your enemy. Logically, you're dumb. You broke my eardrums. You just killed your own kingdom. Where did spring come from? You have no wisdom. I just killed them. See, Papa and LNS.
So this guy quite literally mentioned a 9-year-old. Let me point this out. Let me make that clear again by saying it. A 9-year-old. What is a 9-year-old, you may ask? A child. He is now going after a child. So, if he is trying to say in his other video, this one right here, that I'll let you figure out the works too, may I ask, if he is trying to say I'm a pedophile in this video, And then the newest video, this one right here, Monkey Shorty, then you're going after a 9-year-old, then does that make you a terrorist or something? Because, I mean, look, if I'm a pedophile, right, and I supposedly go after kids, because a pedophile means I come after kids and I try to get sexual with them, when there's not even any truth to that at all, and you can't even support your own claim because you have no evidence to it. But you're coming after 9-year-olds. It's actually quite funny how this works nowadays with people's headspaces, but here we are. Report child abuse. Now, I'm just showing you what I did. I reported it for child abuse, typed out a few things, and sent the report in. Actually, as we speak, I can confirm I just made a email. I just got an email. Look, they're already making this. Hold on, let me check. Let me check it. Which video did they go after? Which video did they just go after this video like that? Well, I'll be damned. They shut that down fast. You can see the little glow marks. Keep the content up if it doesn't violate our community guidelines. Place restrictions on it if it's not suitable for some audiences. So basically, it just kind of, went offline. But you see the magic of reporting bad activity? If a 9-year-old is being targeted, that's a problem. Alright, it's one thing if I'm being targeted because I'm 18, but, dude. But yeah, I'm gonna make a post about this one. For sure gonna make a post about this one. Alright, so as you know, this guy has quite literally been targeting me and other people. There's a name at the back which probably calls to the person noticed for this video. Now, this one came to YouTube while I was asleep, but I have just responded with a video already on YouTube, but I've also, in tandem, made a post about this one because it's just genuinely funny. But I copied off of my words on the post by saying this in the comments of that video. Good job. Going after a 9-year-old, you make me out to be a pedophile, but right after making that rap diss track, making the unbacked up claim, you quite literally go after a 9-year-old. In your lyrics, absolute W job. Like, bro, you just proved my point that you're just the master control hate group. Not only that, you made your words of me likely being a pedophile completely seem less valid because your own take just got very relevant from this new diss. Like, dude, why tell someone that I'm a pedophile? Why tell people in your other diss track that I'm a pedophile and then you go after a 9-year-old? Does that make sense? No? Anyways, this is Element Uploads. Be careful of this guy. He will actually go after you, torment you, discriminate, hate, harass. It's in their nature. Be careful. To summarize this, he is basically making his hate group into a smear campaign. But to shorten the short stack of hell, he is being discriminative for me wearing furry and femboy clothing, harassing and tormenting and bullying because I'm an AI content creator, and trying to commit defamation of character, which is illegal and against the law, trying to say that I'm a alleged pedophile despite having quite literally no proof. What's even enjoyable at this is the only thing that could be closely relevant to his take about me being a pedophile is that I literally have sensitive content on my channel. How about this? Listen up and listen good. YouTube's system doesn't even allow me to watch my own videos, and what makes it even worse is not just YouTube doesn't allow me to watch my own 18 plus restricted videos, but if it's not even that crazy and I'm just posting like suggestive content, all I gotta do is, if YouTube allows it, just put a simple 18 plus warning on my channel and 18 plus warning on the video, or or somewhere they can see it. And I have manually done that many times before on many different things, and now even my comment section system has 18 plus warning. It goes to show that their take is irrelevant, because if you actually look at my policy document, I don't want kids in my channel. I despise having them. But honestly, he's acting like a child, a complete child. Obviously, his take is not relevant whatsoever. And to be honest, I believe LMN Uploads needs to be, like, their group of people need to all be completely banned, viewed off of YouTube. The reason I believe this is harassment, discrimination, hate speech, and illegally defamation of character all doesn't slide with YouTube's community guidelines, nonetheless should slide at all. It needs to be removed, and that's just the cold, honest facts and truth right there. But hey, I don't call the shots when it comes to YouTube's moderation. I only call the shots with my YouTube channel. Please guys, if you're going to comment on my channel, hate comments will be removed, harassment will be documented, responses will be made, and if you don't follow my community's rules in my community and YouTube channel, which can be seen in the policy document, well, dude, you're fucked. If you don't like my content, just hit don't recommend this channel. That avoids every problem that you're facing right now. Actually, LMN Uploads should have just done that. With that said, I think this video is over, so make sure to like, subscribe, and peace.